Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about the power of alignment. This is going to be a continuation of the videos that I made yesterday. Or the videos that are going to come before this, like the two videos that came before this. So let's get into it. We're talking about the power of alignment and how to get in alignment with your best self. We always talk about alignment and, getting in alignment and matching our vibration to what we want. And it's just like, okay, those sound great, but how do you actually do that? I'm going to share with you how to actually do this. So for one, the first things first is that every time you entertain a thought, every time you move with a feeling that is based upon an assumption that doesn't feel good, or that doesn't feel like, yes, this is what I want, and you move along with that and you carry that, you are practicing a vibration of lack. Stop rehearsing a vibration of lack. Stop rehearsing a vibration of lack. Rehearsing every day is like you're rehearsing for whatever it is that you want. You are practicing through how you speak, through the things that you think, through the things that you decide to do from the thoughts that you have. And you want to make sure that the way that you are practicing in your life is not through an attitude, a thought process, or vibration of lack. So I'm going to break it down as to how to get into alignment, how to activate the power of alignment through the law of assumption. The law of assumption is manifestation, period. The law of assumption is manifestation itself. And I'm just going to read some things from my book about the law of assumption, and these principles are from Neville Garter. If you have not heard of him, please go watch one of those hour-long videos. You will be a new person. You will have a different perspective of life. Even after this video, you will have a different perspective of how to actually get in alignment, instead of just feeling like, oh, I'm manifesting, I'm having my crystals. These crystals hold energy, but they are not going to get you to where you want to be. They're not going to do the work for you. So I'm just going to break this down. So let me stop rambling and get into it. So where should I start? So you have a power. Hope you know. You have a power, and your power is that you are created in the image of the divine creator, of the Most High. And with that power, you have the ability to create. You have the ability to think, believe, and imagine things into reality. You have the ability to feel things to be real. All of the things that you feel become, the things that you feel become things. The things that you feel become actual things. And so when you start to understand this, you will be able to take more control over your power, because you are already operating in your power. It's just that you don't know how to use it. It's like when you look at a superhero movie and they first get their powers and they like doing all types of stuff. It's like they can't control it. That is what you are doing. That is how you are living your life. You have these powers, but you don't even know how to harness them, how to actually use them. So, and the law of assumption is how you are going to enhance your power. So I'm trying to figure out where to start. I'm gonna just put my hand on the word and I'm gonna read from there. Okay, I started from the top of the page. Okay, so this power also brings clarity. This is actually perfect. from what I was just saying. This power also brings clarity. You stop blaming others. You stop looking to the past for explanations. You realize that even if something difficult happened to you, your reaction, interpretation, acceptance, and inner persistent assumption has more power than the event itself. Whatever you believe for yourself has more power than anything outside of anything that you believe in your mind has more power than anything happening outside of you. Even if the external world is contradicting what it is that you are believing, your assumption is going to overpower that, and it's going to make the world shift and reorganize itself and rearrange itself to fit your perception. And when you look at your life, you have to realize, when you look at your life and it's contradicting the things that you are beginning to assume for yourself and the affirmations that you are starting to tell yourself, you have to remember that the things that you are seeing right now in your life are based upon past assumptions. The things that you are seeing right now are slow. They are late. They are waiting for you to decide something else, or else it's going to continue to act in the same way. The world around you is always obeying whatever it is that you believe for yourself. This is why you can walk down the street, you could walk down the same exact street as somebody next to you, but you guys have two completely different experiences, because your reality and the things that you attract and the way that you see life is only about you. Like, this is your world, okay? However that other person is seeing life has nothing to do with you. You have nothing to do with any of the problems or any of the lack that they may experience, unless you believe that to be true for yourself. Literally, I'm just going on a ramble right now because I just feel like I should. But literally, everything exists in an invisible world. And once you place your attention, everything exists in an invisible world right now. Like as you're sitting watching this video, just imagine that all of the things that you want, the partner, the money, the opportunities, they are literally sitting around you right now, and they're just invisible. And once you begin to put your focus onto that and you start to claim that reality, start to assume that for yourself, they will reveal themselves. So this takes me back to like a lot of the childhood movies that we used to watch, where it would be like Halloween Town, and it's like it's this whole other world existing, but you don't know unless you are shown that, based upon if you are paying attention and if you believe it to be true. And a lot of Disney shows and a lot of Disney movies talk about this same concept, and it really be blowing my mind, because it's like I grew up in the era where we had all the good ass Disney shows, we had all the good ass like Disney movies with good storylines and stuff. So now looking back and being able to use my wisdom and my mysticism, I don't know, I'm a mystic, I'm really understanding what the message was. And I want you to understand this and understand this and understand your power that you have to believe things to be true and for it to actually come into reality. And a lot of people struggle with manifestation because they cannot hold their assumption long enough for the belief to actually materialize. It's like, okay, if I wake up this morning and I walk outside, everything is the same. Everything is the same. Everything is the same as it was yesterday. Everything is the same based upon past assumptions and beliefs. And it's waiting for me to change what I assume for myself for new things to reveal itself. the world is always waiting for you. You are not waiting for anything. Like, spirit doesn't wait. Spirit does not operate on time. So even when you are assuming things for yourself and things aren't like coming into reality right away, you have to remember that the world and the physical reality is slow. It's slower than the spirit. It's slower than the spirit, okay? And you have to just stay persistent within your assumption for yourself. So, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are a steward of consciousness. You choose what you dwell in, and this dwelling is not passive. It is active and alive. It is creative. When you I'm gonna keep reading, okay? I'm gonna keep reading. You become aware of the conversations you have with it. Wait, I don't want to read that part. Let me read over here. Every thought you consistently entertain, every assumption you allow to settle into feeling becomes a part of your world. This is not wishful thinking. This is the structure of reality. Where attention goes, energy flows, right? So when you create an assumption, you have to be loyal to that assumption until it feels natural, until it settles into feeling, because your feelings are what creates. Your feelings are what creates. You can recite affirmations, and by the way, I have a free affirmation bundle in my bio. You can recite affirmations robotically. You can say them every day, all day. But if you don't allow them to settle into actual feelings, to where as though you actually feel and believe that to be true, just as much as you believe in the color of the shirt that you're wearing right now, that is when you will start to see. And people are always like, well, how long is it going to take for this to work? How long is it going to take for my manifestation to come into fruition? It's going to take as long as you take to fully believe that and to fully walk in that reality. It's going to take as long as you take for you to fully step into the assumption that you have and not waver with anything else. It's like if I go outside and I have on this black tank top, my assumption, like, it's easy to go based upon things that you can see, but this is an internal quiet shift. This isn't something that you have to like scream to the world. This isn't something that you have to be over performative and like, hey guys, I am a millionaire now. I'm assuming that I'm a millionaire now, and like you just going around telling everybody, you know, like trying to outwardly show that. This is an internal shift, okay? This is you rewiring your brain to fit the reality that you want. Because a lot of us operate on the basis that when we put our mind to something, we can do it. We all know that. It's just that when it comes to the things that you want, you see them as far-fetched, which is why they are far-fetched. You see yourself not being able to get to this certain place until you get married, or until you move out, or until this, or until that, or until you get this new thing, because that is what, like, you're going to experience that because that is what you believe. And not to say that like honestly, God will place things within your life to further your path, and it may seem like limitations, but you are only being prepared. You are only being prepared to be able to handle what it is that you want. Because let's just say you were the person who you wanted to be. You were living the life that you wanted. You did have the money that you wanted. You were in the relationship that you wanted. You really have to move like you are already there. Because when challenges come up, how would you behave if you already had everything that you wanted? There wouldn't be like a sense of lack or a sense of, you know, like, there wouldn't be like that feeling that makes you stop, that makes you give up, because you are already there. Okay? Yeah, y'all, this is an intuitive message, by the way. Intuitive. Yes. You cannot be weak and carry a great destiny. You cannot be weak in the mind and carry a great destiny. You cannot be fragile and fulfill the calling of your life, okay? This is why you have to start to take control of your mind and the things that you are thinking. And like, when I, like, the word control is like, oh, you shouldn't try to control anything. You need to understand that if you do not control your mind will control you. Your mind will walk your ass like a dog, okay? And there are a lot of things that have probably happened within your life that you didn't necessarily intend on happening, but you were vibrating at a certain frequency for that to happen. And you somewhere along the beginning process have assumed and accepted whatever it is that you experience. It always goes through that internal process. Whatever you assume for yourself is what you will experience. It always goes through that internal process. And I can track this back to like even experiences that I had in school. It's like there would be times where upperclassmen would be like, oh, this teacher is so mean, like he gonna be so rude to y'all, and like I would just be thinking like, not to me. What you gonna be rude to me for? Like, no, you're not. Like, I didn't go by the assumption like, okay, when I meet this teacher, he's gonna be rude. Like I need to, like, no, I don't live by that assumption. And guess what? My experience matched my assumption. I had very good experiences with my teachers, with the same teachers that people were like, oh, they're mean, they're this, they're that. It's like, not to me. And you have to carry that with life. The most outrageous things that you want, assume them to be real. Live, walk, breathe, sleep from that place. Have conversations from that place. Doesn't mean you have to have conversations about exactly what it is that you are manifesting for yourself, but you speak from the energy of that of which you are trying to be in, of that of which you are in. Because once you assume something for yourself and you move from that assumption, there is no separation between you and whatever it is that you want. When you say, okay, I'm a millionaire, what would the millionaire version of me do right now? And you move from that place and you say, something comes with a challenge, what would the millionaire version of me do right now? Okay, I'm a millionaire, so this is what I would do. And you are already there. You are already there, okay? And all you have to do is persist in your assumption. It's going to require you to be a little bit delusional. And like, for me, it's like, I love the fact that this is an internal shift. I love the fact that I don't have to be performative with who I am, and neither do you. I just walk in what it is that I want. Period. And to some people it may seem crazy, it may seem delusional, but those are the same people who are not living the lives that you want, so you should never listen to them. Those are the same people that are not putting themselves in alignment to the things that they want. Those are the same people who are having conversations with lack, okay, and then trying to come to you and tell you that what you thinking is crazy because they was just having a conversation with lack. Don't do that, boo. Don't do that. But let's see. Sometimes I'll be texting myself, so I'm just seeing if I texted myself any gems. Yes. If you are serious about yourself, if you actually want to see yourself get to where you want to be, then you will participate in your own life. You will participate in your own life. You will refine your beliefs. And guess what? People who are chosen have to be refined. They have to be sculpted, okay? You have to be sculpted. God has to make sure that you, once you get to where you at, baby, ain't nothing going to shake you, ain't nothing going to move you, okay? You can be who it is that you are to the most fulfilling extent, and it doesn't matter who's around, it doesn't matter what other people think. And that is your challenge. That is your challenge, to be who you are to the core. That is rich, that is abundant, that is peaceful, that is prosperous, and you walk with that energy. That is successful, okay? And yeah, you have a very, very amazing power that comes straight from God, and you have to exercise that power to see what you want to see in your life. You can't just allow your external circumstances to like dictate how you feel, dictate what it is that you believe. Just because your bank account says $2 don't mean that it's really $2, okay? Understand what I'm saying, okay? Don't, like, people see lack physically and they feel poor. You see lack and you don't claim that. You say, I am rich and abundant. I don't know what that is. I came from the Most High. I don't know what that is, period. And guess what? Things will start to reveal itself. You don't need proof to start. You don't need proof to walk in abundance. You don't need proof. You are the proof. You are the proof, okay? You literally the proof. Remember that. Whenever you're like, okay, I need this to happen first. No, you are the proof. You are the proof, okay? You need a sign. You are the sign. You are the proof. The fact that you had a thought, oh my gosh, that was a sign. Yes, you don't need anything outside of you to give you a sign. The signs, the external signs will reveal themselves when you become the sign. You don't look in the mirror and demand the reflection to change. You don't frown in the mirror and say, smile. You smile, and then it'll smile back. Period. Yeah. That was the message. Anything else coming through? Nope. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I declare that this video reaches all of the right people, and that you guys have an amazing, abundant day, week, night. Go to sleep knowing that you're that bitch. Go to sleep knowing that you have everything that you want. Go to sleep knowing that. Go to sleep believing that, okay? Go fucking watch some old Disney movies or something about belief. Go watch something that is whimsical. Go watch something that sparks the magic within you. Go watch Cheetah Girls or some shit. Like, literally, I'm dead ass serious too. I'm dead serious. And it doesn't have to be Disney, because, you know, Disney be on some other shit. But, like, go fuel yourself with the magic, okay? Do that. Go write in a journal. Go paint a picture, okay? Go be creative. Go create. Go exercise your power, okay? And I'll see you in the next one.